Good morning. This is Angel Chyrale, and if you have been following me for a while, or even a little bit, you kind of know how I flow, and I flow with how I feel. so that can be a good thing for others. That could be not so good thing for some. But today, talk. This is a Sunday talk. Formerly known Sunday session, formerly known just talk. I don't know, it's been known as something, but regardless, it's me talking to you, me sharing information, messages, me sharing my life, my experiences with you. And today is July 5th, 2020, and I want to share more with you about touching on healing, touching on expressing emotions, but this is just what I woke up with on my mind to talk about. And I want to start off with a quote by Brian Gibson. He says that it doesn't matter how fast you're going if you're going in the wrong direction. Look at the compass and not the clock. And I take this quote, and to me this quote is saying it's not about the timing of a situation, it's about the alignment. Because on a compass we follow that arrow. Whichever way that arrow is pointing is where we should be going. So this is about alignment. Our lives are cycling towards alignment for us, and alignment brings in the manifestation of everything it is that you're desiring, you're wanting, you're creating, you're thinking about, you're feeling, your experiences. This is what alignment does. So like I was saying, emotional hurt, pushing past that is what's going to put you in the mode of living through your highest you, which is your spirit. Because I've said this before, I'm not the only one. We're not bodies that contain a spirit, but we're spirit, and we have to allow our spirit to manage our body. There's a scripture, Proverbs 22 verse 9. It says that he that has a beautiful eye shall be blessed. No, a bountiful eye shall be blessed. Where I get beautiful from? Bountiful, beautiful. He gives bread to the poor. Now, in order to receive, we have to give, right? No. In order to give, we have to receive. So you have to be in the receptive mode, which is receiving. Because if you don't have anything to hold on to or to contain, what is it that you're going to give? So what this is saying is, he that hath a bountiful eye, he that has an abundance of corn. I don't know why corn just came up. I'll say bread because the scripture talks about bread. If he that has an abundance of bread, he gives his bread to the poor. If you don't have it to give, how are you going to give? What are you going to give? Exactly. You have to receive it in order to give it out. So being mindful of what you're receiving in. For example, emotions. A lot of the times you can be in the car and hear a song and it sparks a certain mode, or it gives you a certain emotion. That is what you're going to have to give out. And what a lot of people do, they don't recognize whether this is their emotion or not, and they express it maybe unknowingly in a way that is very intense and outrageous, that it causes some upsets, whether that's to them or to those around them. So being mindful, I would say, of what you're allowing to, what you're in the receptive mode around, because you can actually receive things unknowingly. Everything that is fed to you is stored so that when you need it, it's there. Wisdom is essential. Wisdom is good soil. You want to sow and feed your intelligence, your intellect. If you're hurting, why are you hurting? Sit down and really go and talk to yourself. If you have to talk to somebody outside of you, do that. Seek out a professional or seek out someone who you trust yourself to be with, to be around. But find out what it is that is hurting you. What it really is that you are worrying about. Because a lot of the times, I've known, even personally, going to therapy sessions, we'll tell the doctor or we'll tell the psychologist what we need to tell them at the moment. But we won't tell them everything. We won't open up and pour out everything because of our perception of what could happen or what could go wrong. That's still up to you to do. But regardless of if you tell anybody about it or not, you have to know for yourself what is hurting, what is worrying me. I always say there's a seed to every manifested situation. If you're in the mindset of saying that you need relief, you got to think about what it is that can change, will change, needs to be changed, that's going to bring that relief in. Or you can make the choice to say, I'm no longer going to choose what's burdening me or what's weighing me down. You can't worry about things, or you should not worry about things. Or I'm going to tell you, don't worry about the things that don't have any power over you, over your life. Your life is a cycle that is going to continue regardless of the decisions that you make. It tells you in the Serenity Prayer, give me the strength to change what I can and the knowledge to know. I don't know it's word for word, but like the knowledge to know, to accept, or the wisdom to accept the things that I cannot change. That's what's going to help bring in more insight of knowing that this is not I don't have power over this, or this does not belong to me. Just like emotions, this emotion does not belong to me. You don't have to accept an emotion just because you're in the receptive mode and it comes towards you, it comes your way. Sometimes emotions comes in as waves and crash on you. You just have to work through it until it passes on. But that's life. You have to accept the fact that this happened. I feel this way about it, but it's not going to be like this all the time. Waves don't crash in all the time. Think about everything that you give yourself to. Think about all the time that you spend on things that are taking you further into your purpose, further on your life path. Think about these things. Start with those things right now that's moving you forward onto that next step. I said I was talking about healing. So in a sense, you doing this every chance you can, every day, every moment, is your path of healing. Healing is a journey, an ongoing journey. You constantly need to call in this light As I say, you can only give what it is that you have possession of. What it is you have in your hands to utilize. What is this? So why don't you use God's light? Why don't you use the light of nature? Why don't you use universal energy? All of it works within you. All of it's there within you to call upon at any given moment. That's what brings healing out for yourself. And once you bring it out for yourself, you bring it out for others. There are certain confirmed acts. Kindness, compassion, which means with passion. Live your life with passion. As I said before, it's not about the timing. It's not about 3 years I'll be good. 10 years I'm going to be all right. It's about alignment. And these confirmed acts will place you in alignment. Every level you unlock takes you higher into your life ascension. If you're in a situation where that's deemed as toxic, where this individual is just so narcissistic and just manipulative, I'm going to tell you this. That person leaving your life, leaving you alone, is not going to heal you. It's your awareness. It's your consciousness. It's what you think is how you feel. It's what you speak that heals you. Continually. I am just a guide. You are a guide for this light. This light, we're used as a channel. So I don't want you to think, oh, let me give myself a year. I've said it before. Let me give myself a year. Let me give myself this time. I need some time. I need time. Just give me time. Let me think. Okay, but what's your decision? What decision are you going to make right now that's going to help you further on down? Because the time, I'm not going to say the time wasn't good, but from my perception, after the fact, the timing was not an issue. Because the more time I said I needed, the more time actually went by beyond the time I said I needed. Because it wasn't about the time. After a year, I'm going to do this. It still wasn't right. Okay, let me give myself more time. It still is not right. Because it's about aligning. It is about aligning. How do you align? Listen to the messages that are being channeled. Listen to the messages that are being downloaded. Listen to the messages that are being inspired to you and through you. You get steps every here and there by being open and being connected and being in tune with yourself and attuned to the universe. Signs, symbols. And once you take action, okay, there's an alignment. You're closer to your alignment. You're closer to unlocking this level. That's what it is. There are keys, laws of nature that carry us on. And it could be as simple as, for example, personally, one of, I'll say my steps or my keys, one of the keys of alignment for me was to complete an assignment I had that I had been putting off. And then I was moved on to the next step. It's just as simple as that. It could be as simple as you getting up and cleaning out of your garage. If you're hearing a message come to you and say, clean your garage out, give some things away, go do this, go do that, those are the action steps, the confirmed acts, I would say, to getting you where it is you want to be, where it is you already feeling you are. But if you're in a position where you're doubtful, then you're going to be you're going to continue to go further into that doubt. And that's not what you want. So we don't want to focus on it. That's why I always say in my personal sessions, I am solution focused. You come to me, you tell me what you don't like one time, and that's it. We don't discuss what you don't like again. We don't discuss what you don't want. We're going to be solution focused. We're going to focus on the plan of action. We're going to focus on these confirmed acts. We don't ever discuss again what you don't like. You have to do this with yourself. During your journey of healing, with that comes wholeness, with that comes centeredness, with that comes balance. You have to create your own self-care, self-love. Me? Self-love regimen, program, routine. This is going to keep you from being stressed. This is going to help you with molding the relationship you have with yourself. And then this helps you to clarify whatever else it needs that needs to be cleared up in your life. Cleaned up, washed away, given away, whatever. Wherever area you need to go to. So take that time. Take what I said. It wasn't a lot. I don't want it to be. I don't want to be long. Because I gotta get going. But take that little bit that I just shared, and know that you really choose how you feel. But in doing so, you have to express the emotions that are flowing through you. Not hold on to them, but just express and release. Express and allow what's not in your control to manage. You also have the guidance of your own intuition to take what I've shared with you and to mold it into what you need for your life. I don't ever give you something strict, blueprint laid out. This is how you do it. This is how it's done. You have to be guided on your own into how it's done for you, for your path, and those that are connected to you. Until next week, stay happy, stay healthy, stay healing.